The infection spreads. This Nurgle update is sponsored by Putrid Painting.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Nurgle update. That's right guys, it's a very belated and very long overdue Nurgle update as well. Again, mainly because just fucking life is just fucking me at the moment in regards to working and getting home tired from being in work and stuff like that. But anyway, on with the update, as I have fleeting light left that's coming in from the left hand side. But anyway, this isn't a weather channel, this is a Nurgle update. So guys, last thing I showed you was my not great on clean one, my Nurgle Demon Prince Mammon. As you can see, I've finished the basing on it and it looks pretty cool. What I think I might do on a lot of these bases, I might go over it with some gloss varnish just to make it look a bit more wet, because I've noticed that as it's been drying, it's kind of got a matte finish to it, which is not what I wanted, so I'm going to have to gloss varnish those up. But anyway, so moving swiftly on. You guys might remember my Nurgle Morphine that I was making. Well, there you go, guys. It's nearly done, nearly painted. As you can see, done a base coat of the green, done some all the washes over it, some dry brushing. I've got a bit to do on some of the smaller details, such as the toxic barrels here in its arse and its back. I've got some other bits and bobs to do, like I've got to paint the little anus here on its tail and do the goo that's coming out. Might do some more on the eyes, because at the moment they look a lot like cherries because of the shine on them. But as you can see there guys, on the mouth, it's really, really cool. The washes have just made it absolutely wonderful. But yeah guys, so a little bit of information about this one. This was actually my first ever go at trying to use an airbrush, because a couple of weeks ago I went down to Moggy's Miniatures to see the one and only Moggy, of course, and to have a go at his airbrush, because to be honest, I'd never used an airbrush before, and I've always kind of wanted to. Not in regards to, you know, just to jump on the airbrush bandwagon, so to speak, that's out now, but just to literally see how it goes and see what it was like. And I can tell you now guys, I can see myself getting an airbrush in the future. Not to do fine details and stuff. In that respect, I'm still very much old school. I much rather prefer a brush to do me dry brushing and to do me fine detail and stuff. But what I found the airbrush exceptionally useful for was just base coating the entire miniature and doing large areas of colour. As you can see on this Morphine, it's very, well, it's basically, it's an S shape, essentially. Now, one thing that I would have found extremely hard with a brush is getting in all these little nooks and crannies and all the bits under here, because it's quite a strangely posed miniature. So I would have found that absolutely, well, an absolute nightmare to do with a brush, and the airbrush actually helped me out a hell of a lot. So I was quite thankful to Moggy to have a go at there. So I'll probably be picking up my own airbrush, not to do fine details, guys. Don't worry, all you guys that are old school like me. I'll just be only using it to do the undercoating. But yeah, so let me know how you feel this is going. I think it's really good. It's going to look even better when I get some slime and get some little water effect and slime effect on there and stuff like that. Obviously you've got more to do, like I said, on the barrels, on the actual gun barrels here that are coming out of its arms, and some other little fine details. But other than that, that is looking absolutely spiffing, if you can call Nurgle stuff spiffing. Also, on what I decided I'm going to do, on this bit here, I'm going to do this middle bit like brass, like almost like it was kind of like hammered into whatever beastie this was previously, and the Mark of Nurgle kind of mutated it from around the edges and caused this whole abomination here. So it kind of looks like a gigantic spawn, I suppose. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to show you guys is something that I've been thinking about for a while. Now, I've always wanted to include a Helldrake in an army, because Helldrakes, let's just face it, they're fucking awesome in game. They're really, really good. However, as you guys can see, with the gribbly nature of my Nurgle army, having a standard Helldrake would not fit very well, because the Helldrake is mechanical, and this is a very organic, very, you know, there's a lot of biomass in this army, so I was like, what shall I do? Now, I didn't want to go along the lines of, oh, I'll just buy a Blight drone, stick it on a GW flying base and call it a Helldrake, because, you know, I think that's a bit of a cop-out, really. It's like, oh, yeah, here's 45 quid. I mean, it's 45, yeah, it's 45 for a fucking Blight drone. It's about the same size as a Helldrake, but no, I didn't want to do that, because it still had mechanical working parts on it. So, guys, what I came up with this, and I just realised it's not even in the shot, so I'm going to have to move it up. There you go, guys. So, as you can see, this beautiful masterpiece of Nurgle right here. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move the camera back down. I'm just going to take it off its flying stem. There we go. So, as you can see there, guys, kind of gone for like a horrible, dirty Nurgle dragonfly of death, and it's actually really big. I can't fit it in the camera. So yeah, guys, well, as you can see, this is made out of the plague drone kit. What I did, I cut all because the torsos, they come in two halves. Sticking together, and it has a armoured carapace and then an abdomen. So as you can see what I've done here, I kind of hacked all the abdomens away from the carapace, joined the carapace up on top, and then just used two of the abdomens down here to kind of be like a fleshy, rotty kind of juicy bit. Added a bit of a sphincter going on here with this scything talon coming out, which again I'm going to Nurgle up, and I'm going to like get rid of like these little tyrannid spiky bits there. Also there's some holes and stuff I still need to fill, and some touching up I need to do on the segmentation. Also I gave it 3 sets of wings because, as we all know, Nurgle comes in lots of 3, so we got 3 wings on each side. Again I'm going to cover up some of the holes with some more green stuff, maybe some, I don't know, maybe add some like weird tentacly things, I'm not entirely sure. And then the legs are going to come around, and they're going to kind of be going around like that. So if I get the beastie up here, so if you can imagine the leg's going to be like that, like it's about to fly into something, grab it, and then stab it with its stinger loads. I wanted it to be like kind of like a wasp. So this is my Nurgle plague wasp, as opposed to a chaos helldrake. So yeah, so this is a pretty cool. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while, and it looks really, really good. We've got some nice big bug eyes there. However, what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to change this proboscis here for something that looks a little bit nastier, because I just think with the big eyes and the proboscis, it kind of looks it looks a little bit too comical, but other than that, it's going to look really, really fearsome. I think in regards to painting this as well, guys, I'm going to have to paint the legs separately and then glue them on afterwards, just because it's going to be so fiddly just trying to get in there. It's really, really fiddly. And as you can see, I kind of tried to make the bit on the flying base look a bit more organic rather than just a block of green stuff like I would normally do. That fits in just perfectly there, like that. And it's going to look really, really cool when it's zipping about the battlefield, stinging shit and biting shit and shitting flames on shit. So there's going to be a whole lot of shit on more shit, basically. So yeah, guys. So there's the my Nurgle plague wasp. Please let me know how you think of that. What you think of that, guys? You know, I think that's a really, really cool thing. And on Google Images, I haven't seen anyone that's particularly like that before. So yeah, so I'm pretty chuffed to bits with that one. Some other little bits and bobs. I wanted to make like kind of like a Nurgle, just a generic Nurgle Chaos Lord. So I started on this guy a while ago. Not very Nurgly yet. I'm going to add some more gribbly bits to him. We've got the Mark of Nurgle, the fly symbol in the middle there. We've got Typhus's scythe, which looks really, really cool. Using the Max Mini backpacks with the random shitty rebreathers that I got. Although I might get rid of this. And what I'm thinking of doing, I'm thinking of using the smaller wings. Oh, well, that's bollocks, isn't it? Just drop the fucking thing. Oh, fucking happy bastard days. Because remember, that was a right fucker to stick on, that arm was. Fucking bollocks. So, yeah. Well, his arm's broken off. Fuck it. It's green stuff, I can always fix that later. But anyway, what the fuck was I doing? Yeah. So the smaller wings you actually get with the blight drones, I was thinking to myself, I was going to have like 4 of these coming out the back. So it's like some kind of horrible Nurgle, morbid butterfly, insect lord thing, which would be pretty cool, I think. Let's put that back up there so I can fix the bastard. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. What I've done for my Nurgle army so far. Again, it's slow going because of the job and stuff. Oh, there was one more thing I wanted to run past you guys. I'm thinking my spawn. I'm gonna have 2 squads of 4 spawn. But I was thinking to myself, well, in order to get some like I don't want the models to be kind of like massive variances from the River Troll bases that I used. As you can see, I mean, these guys here, these other spawn, they're really fucking awesome, but they just don't look very Nurgly at all. So I'm going to stick with the River Trolls. So I'm going to get another box of them, turn them into another 3 spawn. I was thinking for the 4th spawn, what can I do? Because I don't want to have to buy another box of River Trolls just for 2 more and then have 1 left over. So what I was thinking, guys, I was thinking of using the Renegade Ogrin, you know, the ones with the cowls on the front of their faces. You know, the ones with the big long weapons, like the big long concrete post kind of thing, and having them as like almost like spawn herders, like they herd the spawn into position, and obviously just count them as a regular spawn in game, which I think could be pretty cool. So again, guys, let me know what you think of that idea. I think that'd be a pretty cool idea actually. It'd also be quite nice for when I enter Armies on Parade next year. That's right, guys. Great Jojo Man's entering Armies on Parade. So before next year is out, I'm going to have an awesome Nurgle display, but you guys aren't going to see that just yet. But anyway, guys, I've rabbited on for about 10 minutes now. So anyway, guys, I would like to thank you all for watching. Please leave a comment in the doobly-doo down below. Please don't forget to tune into the D&D episodes. And, yeah, stay tuned for the next installment on Enter the Wolf Time. So, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys again. Goodbye.